So I am back in BigScreen, which I don't think I've actually tried on the Quest 3. I haven't been in here for a long time. When I had my Quest 2, I used to use this constantly, mainly because around that time I was going through some shit and I actually didn't have any big TVs. Actually, I didn't have any TVs at the time. So I was using this for pretty much all kinds of stuff. Mainly to keep my mind occupied. So I don't put no, let's not say that. Just to keep my mind occupied so I don't think about negative things that was going on. But at some point, I stopped using BigScreen. And I pretty much did so because it was kind of a hassle. Not gonna lie, just to watch TV, to jump in the headset and do all this stuff, it was kind of a pain in the ass. When it's the only thing you got, then it's the only thing you got. But I decided I wanted to check it out again, see how much has changed. Because I'm pretty sure I checked the last time and it was, they started putting some paywalls and making it so that they get more money out of it. Even though technically the app still says it's in beta. But anyways, let's just jump in here. Now, technically I'm sitting and as you can see, I've got Crunchyroll on. Now at the time I didn't have Crunchyroll. What I did have, however, was Disney Plus with Hulu and also Prime Video, but I really didn't watch that. Mainly I was watching anime on Hulu. That was pretty much what was keeping me from having negative thoughts or focusing on the negative that was happening at that time. But came back in here and I can't remember how to get to Hulu through Disney Plus. And it got me thinking, why can't I go to Crunchyroll or any other place? Why am I just limited to this? I went on YouTube and I did a quick search how to watch Crunchyroll on BigScreen. And let's see, is this the dude? Yes, this is the dude. So I found this video. Now, I could have just pretty much copied what this guy did and pretend like I did it myself, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give him his props because he helped out a lot of people. Funny thing is, I could have found this 3 years ago and I would have been seeing other stuff at the same time, but I didn't. That's not his fault, that's mine. But when we click on this, I'm not actually gonna go into, his video because who knows what happens after that. But this dude helped a lot of people, me included. His video is pretty short, but you don't even have to watch the whole video because all you gotta do is click on this link right here. So he put google.com as a link in here. And if you go into BigScreen like we are, go into the YouTube app like we did, go into his video and click on google.com, it opens it up. And now you can just search for anything you want. And there's no other way that I know of to get this on BigScreen outside of what we just did. Now, I'm probably gonna make my own private video so that I can just go in and click on that link whenever I feel like it, because you never know, his video might disappear or I might not be able to find it again. But that's it. You just need to be able to get into YouTube and click on a link for Google. And once you get into Google, you can click on whatever you want. So if you click Crunchyroll, you got Crunchyroll. Click on it. So now we got Crunchyroll. And we could go in here and we could, let's accept the damn cookies. I could go for some cookies actually. Chocolate chip cookies would be nice. And yeah, we can watch Crunchyroll. We're not gonna do that together, of course, but we could watch it in this wonderful environment, which, as I said before, years ago when I got my Quest 2, shortly, I would say a few months after I got my Quest 2, stuff happened. We don't need to go into details, but found myself in a very empty house without any TVs, without anything. Let's just say that, And it was very depressing, and I needed something to distract me. And luckily, I was selfish enough to have purchased a Quest 2 for myself at the time, and I had the ability to do this, so I could escape and come into an environment like this, which, for being honest, I'll never actually have in a living space like this, but I can still enjoy it. It's nice and pretty. Now, while we're here, let's see what else we got. What else do they have? Again, this is like your main little area here. The cloud browser I clicked on it and I didn't like what I saw. Free trial expired. Buy a day pass, buy a month pass. Browse and stream the web with friends. In other words, what I'm doing right now for free by just clicking on google.com within YouTube, they're trying to make me pay for. At least that's what it seems like. But they can go fuck themselves while I come over here. Oh, that's not what I want. They also have this. I think this is for people that are a lot younger than I am, to interact with other people of that age. They can bring them into this environment and play around and spend their parents' money. But unfortunately, I gotta spend my own money, and I'm not doing that in here. But we've got different places. This is my other favorite place here, this environment. Minimize that. And we have this nice little, what do you call this? I know it's a home theater, but what do you call it? Like a, is it called like a grotto? You know where you have it, it's like in a basement. But anyways, that's what we got. And we can watch Crunchyroll. Now, we could probably watch Netflix, but it should work. But let's go to another environment real quick, because I do want to highlight this for people, because if you happen to be in the same or similar position that I was in, or you just don't want to be in your own space, you want a different space, you can come in here. Oh, there we go. There we go. So this is the default home when you first get into BigScreen, usually. And it's still one of the better ones, to be honest. Let's go here so we can kind of swing around and see some stuff. And yeah, I had some fun with this. At one point, I explored it by physically getting up and walking through the room to see, and ended up walking through walls and see how it was animated. It was cute. It was fun. We're not doing that today, though. There's no point. Also, we have this thing, which I don't know what's going on with that. BigScreen created their own VR headset, which I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if that's a thing, though, if it ever actually took off. But if it's anything like what they're doing with this app, where they're trying to nickel and dime you for certain things, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I would be interested in getting it. But aside from that, these little home environments are really nice. You can bring people in and share your experience with other people that have headsets like this. I believe, however, if you want them to see what you're seeing, it's not as easy, apparently. Like to watch the same thing, it doesn't, I don't know how it actually works. I don't know. At least that was the last time that I heard about it. I've never actually had the privilege to try it because I don't have friends that I can share this experience with. But if you find yourself in a VR headset and you haven't tried BigScreen yet, give it a try. Personally, I don't want to pay for anything other than that I wouldn't need to, because I'm already paying for the streaming stuff. So it kind of seems ridiculous to pay an additional thing. For that, I'll just watch it on TV. But again, as I said, for those of you that might enjoy this, check it out. Go to BigScreen, download the app. It should still be free to download it, to actually install it in the Quest. And then if you have a subscription to Crunchyroll or Netflix or any of those other ones, you can access it. To get Crunchyroll, to get Netflix, you saw we had to do a little bit of a workaround. You have to go into YouTube first. You have to find that video that has that link in the description for google.com. When you click on it, it allows you to open up a browser so that you can jump into whatever you want. I hope this was useful to someone. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe, and with any luck, I will see you in the next video. And until then, take care.